Hey everybody, Brett here with Double Shots. I'm excited to be doing a streaming technology video today. I've actually done a video over them before, but I'm going to go ahead and do another video over them because I had a couple more questions asked about Fubo TV. It's a streaming provider of services. Now keep in mind, Fubo TV requires a internet streaming plan, so you cannot use it. It's not a cable service, so they don't come and put a digital cable box. You have to have a device that's going to be able to do it. So whether you have an Android or Apple device, an Apple TV, a Roku, there's many devices that you can use Fubo on and go from there. So I am actually using it on my Apple TV device, which works great. You can actually see I'm on it right now. The integration's really, really good. The setup was very easy. The nice thing I like about Fubo TV is the interface of the guide of everything. You can put your favorites on top. Now your favorites, they come in blue stars, and I just put a couple on here to be safe because just to kind of show going from there. So when it starts up on, it will show up these channels first, but then it goes in alphabetical order what you have. They do have some 4K streaming content, however, there's not a lot of it, and that's with any provider that you have, kind of going from there. So now let's go ahead and go in first and foremost. They have two different plans. They have a family plan and they have an elite plan. They do differ in price. If you're trying to get a free trial, the family plan offers the free trial. The elite plan does not. So if you're trying to get your feet wet into liking and seeing how it works, that's a good way to start. You get 7 days. They send you an email usually the day before if you want to cancel, or if you want to continue, then they start charging you. Now keep in mind, you prepaid for it before, that way you have your services. So it's month to month, no contract, no cable wires, but you're going to want to make sure that you're going to have a fast enough internet service to go ahead and stream. Whether you're watching it on one screen, 3 screens, 5 screens, and it depends on what plan you get for how many screens you can watch. So if you go with the family plan they have, you get an abundance of channels. You get your local channels, so you don't need an over-the-air antenna to it. You get your you get an abundance of sports. You get an abundance of your family channels. And you get a lot. You get a lot of sports channels. So it is sports oriented. However, it gives you your locals. It gives you some family entertainment channels such as your Hallmarks. It gives you your kids channels like Nickelodeon. It gives you your USA. It gives you your MSNBC Sports. And keep in mind, you can add additional services to it. It's just not restricted. They have add-ons and more. So with that, you get 113 channels. Cloud DVR, they give you 250 hours of free space, and family share. So you get 3 screens at once. So you can watch on 3 screens at one time. Now, on the Elite, what makes that difference, and that one's $79.99, you get 158 channels, then you get 45 of the entertainment channels, which is the Fubo Extra, and then you get Cloud DVR, 1,000 hours of space. Family Share Max, you get 5 screens at one time. So you can have 5 devices going at one time to go ahead and stream on, whether you're on an Apple TV, Android, iOS, Roku device, going from there. So it's really, really good. The service quality is great. As you can see, it's seamless. The picture quality is excellent. It comes in HD as far as on all my TVs that I have. And then on the add-ons and more, you can add on extra Cloud DVR. You can add on family share plans. You can add Showtime. You can add Sports Plus with Red Zone, Fubo Cycling. You can add the Fubo Extra, which gives you channels like the Game Show Network, AHC, Long Crime, Net Geo Wild, FXM, People TV, MLB Network, BBC World News, stuff like that. And if you go to their website, you can see a lot of it. So, the one thing I really like about Fubo TV, first and foremost, again, is the interface that you have to go ahead and be able to get into your channels. So you go up to your menu, you can see what movies you have on at the time, what they recommend. Going from there, you have your shows. your sports. It goes down through all your sports channels that you have available. Then you can go into your recordings right here. And then you have all these that you can go ahead and do. It shows newly recorded, what's been recorded, and what went on. And then you can go ahead and click and go into it. Now, another thing I want to show you what I like about their interface better than any other. It's hard to get on a lot of them. And I have the Charter TV, I have the Spectrum TV app that I actually usually use, and I noticed that's actually very glitchy. But let's say, for example, I want to watch The Price is Right. So I hold on this, I go down to watch in multi-view. So now I can watch on between these two, I can watch Fox 2, and I can watch The Price is Right. Now, if I want to add a channel, guess what? I can add another channel. So now I have 3 screens on here. Guess what? I want to add another channel. Let's say I want to go ahead and watch Home and Family 2. So now I can watch all 4 channels seamlessly at the same time. Now keep in mind, if you come up closer with that camera, you're going to see a little white box that outlines that box right there. If you're on that box, it's what you're going to hear on your TV screen at the time. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this up for you a little bit. So I'm on my locals. Now I'm going to The Price is Right. And then you have your Christmas movies on a Hallmark channel. So if you like being able to see that sports, that's one of the biggest things I would use it for. But if there's something you really want to watch, and let's say you want to watch your news, but you don't want to sacrifice losing out on your other TV shows, you have the option to be able to watch them right there at the same time. The one thing I like about, again, and then if you're wanting to get rid of it or change channel, you just do that, and then you would go into here, and let's say I want to watch FS1. Here we go. Look how seamless, and I'm able to stream all 4 of those channels at one time. And again, it requires you require usually a sufficient bandwidth. The nice thing I will say about my internet provider compared to the TV portion, my internet provider does give me about 400 Mbps, so I do get very good internet services where I live. So I'm able to stream but again, it's all in crystal clear HD. I'm not getting skimped on anything, and this is one of the benefits that they have that I'm able to use. Now, if you want to get rid of it, just remove channel. You go down to that next one, remove channel. You go down to it, remove channel, and then it brings you back to full screen. And so, again, Fubo TV, one of the benefits of it is they give you an abundance. They don't skimp out on a lot of the stuff. They give you entertainment. They give you family-oriented. They give you an abundance of your sports. They give you a mix, and then your local channels involved too. So if those are things that really, really interest you, Fubo's a great pickup. Compared to a lot of the other ones that are out there, Sling TV, everything, I don't give Sling as high of a rating because there's so much that they take out. And keep in mind, it's got to benefit you as a user. You've got to be able to watch the channels. I'm one of those people that if I don't get to watch the channel, what's the purpose of it? So one of the things that they cut out a lot of is the infomercial channels. Okay, when you have the actual cable package, you get a lot of infomercial channels. It's not something that I really, really want or need. So this is the benefit of that, and it gives me the ample between what my kids are able to watch and go from there. And then again, like I said, the benefits of everything, as far as off of it, is the multi-view, which is something that's hard to get with any other streaming service out there. And then again, I have never, honestly to tell you the truth, I've never had a time when it's actually glitched on me, and there are times that you will have those glitches and everything, but I have not had a time where the streaming has had a problem. It's worked flawless for me in my time that I've had it, which is great. And then again, you can put your favorite channels on here. So let's say Fox 2 is one of my favorite channels. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it in favorite channel, so that way it shows up right there for me. So that way I can watch it, and it will show up there to where I can go ahead and click on it, and look how fast it loads. So even let's say I want to go to Hallmark Movies and Mysteries. Look how fast it loads up that it's seamless integration to the device going from there. Now, and again, HD crystal clear technology. 4K is one of those things they do advertise. They have some sports channels in 4K. I've seen limited of that. It does work great on the I'll show you the channel that they do. Fox 4K, but there's no programming involved. Usually they have some college football games, and there is a little bit better picture quality of that. I will show that on a later video. So, again, the user interface, your guide, your movies, your recordings, and I just did a whole bunch of recordings just to be, and then you can have your scheduled. These are all ones that are supposed to be scheduled to record. So, and then again, I also have the upgraded 1,000 hours of recording. So it's really, really cool how you can do everything with them. Again, choosing a provider is one of those things that again, I have a whole bunch of different providers up there, but it's something that you have to kind of decide for yourself. Me, myself, and I think it's out of the providers that I've used, I would say this is actually probably one of the better ones that I would go with. Yeah, it's $64.99 a month, but you get channels that you want. You skip out the infomercial channels. The nice thing is you don't have to worry about a cable installer coming in to install services, so you don't have all that bulky cords. You don't have to worry about the clutter of having all those cords here. Same thing in your other rooms. You can take it with you wherever you go. You can take it with you on the road, so you don't have to be necessarily in your home market. You can be traveling, and you can get what you want in your other markets. Now, keep in mind your local channels are going to follow by market as well, too. So I get the St. Louis market for my channel, so I get those news feeds and everything going from there. So it's really, really a good, in my opinion, review-wise of Fubo TV, I give it an A+, especially, again, if I want to watch, let's say, The Price is Right again. I'm going to go ahead and do this again. I'm going to watch it in multi-view. Now I'm going to go add another channel. Let's say, there we go. I'm going to add, there you go. And let's add another channel. Let's get some weather in here. If I can get to it. Weather channel. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get our weather channel in here and everything. And look at that. I mean, the quality, picture quality is amazing on all four. And again, if I want to block out the sound to where I'm hearing the one, keep in mind when you have the white bar around it, that's the sound of what show you're going to watch. But now, this allows you, let's say you have a whole family over and you can't decide what you want to watch. You can actually watch it. Are you going to watch it like this all day? Probably not. But it's something great because a lot of bars, they use this kind of on their sports so that way they can toggle between different sports games and everything. But then again, if you want to be able to watch your favorite show that you're watching, whether it's sports, family, entertainment, locals, your weather, you're able to do that and be able to watch it on all four and look at, again, seamless integration to everything. All four of those are playing at the same time, no buffering, nothing. But again, internet service is what you're going to want to also have. Keep in mind, you're going to want something that can stream quick, efficient, that's going to be able to handle your bandwidth that you're pulling in. Because that's a lot of bandwidth that's actually probably being pulled in with it simultaneously pulling all four of those. So I hope this review helps somebody out. If you're looking for Fubo TV, give it a try. I would say at least take advantage of the 7-day free trial. Look at the additional add-ons that they do have. See if it benefits you and go from there. Again, it's a 7-day free trial that they offer for everybody. You have to put in a credit card or debit card, unfortunately. They do charge you $1 for the trial to make sure the card is valid. You get it back. But they give you a reminder the day before. Keep in mind, again, it is a prepaid service. So you pay for it as you go. So you pay for it for a billing cycle, and you're charged in advance as compared to like a cable service like Dish Network, DirecTV, or Charter, Comcast, that charge you usually, they charge you during the bill cycle. You get a date that you have to have it due, and they're charging you for those services from there. So this is one thing that you have to remember about as well too, but it's a great service. I've had no problems with it. Again, there's my weather now that's showing up here, but I've had no problems with it one bit. I think it works great. I give them an A+ in my book if you're looking to pick up Roku, or not Roku, Fubo TV, and it works again with Apple devices, Android devices. It works with Roku streaming devices as well too. It's something that you might want to look at. So I hope this review helps everybody. Keep in mind, I was not paid by Fubo TV to go ahead and do this. This is my own opinion, my own review. I'm not being sponsored. I'm not getting a promotion. I'm not getting free service from them at all. This is my own independent review. I hope it was worthy to everybody that was looking to go ahead, and if they are looking at streaming providers, as there's a lot of streaming providers to look at when you are looking at companies, and a lot of people that are trying to cut the cord away from having expensive cable devices, and that's what really drives the price up on cable services, is when you have those extra boxes, those DVR fees. I mean, me, myself, and I was spending almost alone with televisions. Keep in mind, with televisions, with DVR boxes, I was almost spending over $120 to $130 a month before having cable boxes set up, because you have to pay the DVR service fee, plus you have to pay for each additional receiver. Most companies charge about $8 to $10. Some even charge $12 for the boxes just alone. It adds up in price, and then there's taxes involved with that as well too. As compared to my price is set with them, it's one low price. Yeah, I had to buy a device, but I own that device free and clear, so I can take it. So whether if next month I don't want Fubo TV and I want to go to another service provider that offers online streaming, I'm able to do that as well too. So those are things to look at as well too when cutting the cord and going from there. You got to weigh out the benefits, the pros and the cons of everything going from there. But anyway, again, I hope this review was very good. If you like Double Shot's channel, please subscribe. We're always looking for subscribers. If there's something you want to specifically see, send us a comment in this video and we'll try to get to it. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their day, a rest of their week, and I will talk to you all again soon.